this show has ended. Those are my excuses for today. It's not in there. I looked. I don't know where it went. There's so much crap around here. I probably put it somewhere where I wouldn't forget where it was at. Hey, Ohio. Thanks for the raid if you raided. I wasn't looking at my screen. I was looking for my sign. Welcome in, guys. Another Sunday sale of tiny, small things. If you've never been here before, all the stuff is pre-listed that I'm doing today. Starting after Labor Day, I will scan some after I do the pre-listed stuff. But until throughout the summer, I'm just going to continue with the requests only. On Friday evenings, I do a request show, and I scan over all the shelves. Well, all the shelves, at least in this room, and people make requests from them, and then I put them in the pre-listed stuff, and that's how I've been doing it. Uh, Last winter I did that, but then I scanned around the shelves for hours afterwards. But I'm not doing. Hey, Kristen, I'm not doing that this summer. We'll in the fall we'll pick up with scanning around. Yeah, no scanning on Sundays during the summer. I have the website beforetimes.shop. All my contact information is on there. If you want a private show where I scan for just you, and you can hit me up on there and we can scan. Uh, but I found that during the summer, too many people, when I scan, make requests and then they jump around to shows and don't bid on the things that they request. Uh, so just not going to do it during the summer. Yes, the hog scraper. It's underneath all those bracelets, which were requested. Um, I've got other hog scrapers around here somewhere too. I'm in Pennsylvania, so there's lots of hog scraping that has went on in the past. Everybody had to have a hog scraper. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to go right down the list in order. That's the Seth Thomas clock that's on the shelf over there. Yeah, it beeps every hour. It's the most annoying sound. I can understand why no one has requested it. See, I thought, Hazy, oh, I didn't even know it was, yeah, I don't know that it was ever set. I tested it and I turned it to all the clocks to 12 when I test them. It must have just been a coincidence that it was close to the hour. Hazy, I thought that's what kind of tape she was talking about. I don't know. I'm not real aficionado on washi tapes, but I thought they had a lot smaller spindles on them or whatever. Um, I don't know if they'd fit or not, but they make hog scrapers in different sizes. So I will be back. I don't think I have any shows until Wednesday is my ephemeral request show. After this show is over, I will take the preview, which is posted to YouTube and uh, Facebook, and I'll cut it down to just the ephemera portion. And you can send me requests of anything you see on those walls that I have pinned up with magnets. Uh, and I will run those Wednesday at 5 o'clock. And if you've never been here before and you think, well, that sounds like a really annoying way to do everything, it really is to some extent for both me and the buyers. But once I start running stuff, it's all stuff that people have requested, so most all of it sells, and I can go pretty quick. So here we go. Johnson's baby powder. pretty nice advertising tin. It's still got some of this stuff in it. Fragrant. Hey, Butterfly. Butterfly is in the garden, probably sweating like crazy because it is hot out again. So I'm just doing 10-second auctions with 5-second counter bid times, and that is running. Oh, there's still plenty in there. Thank you, Junkie. Oh, you're here, Junkie. And I was informed that today is Wicked Sherry's birthday. Is Wicked Sherry here? Or is she still sleeping? Oh, Butterfly, I like your sweatiness. Everybody tag their Bishy tag Wicked Sherry. Everybody tag Wicked Sherry and wish her a happy birthday. Old Band-Aid tin. It's a metal one. And that one is running. You can stick stuff in it. Thank you, Ohio. And they do have a rewards program up there. If you've bought stuff before, or if you've hung out at one of my shows long enough, you can use the coupons that are up there. And if you're a seller, feel free to advertise your shows as much as you want. Rag and Ribbon has 2 shows today. First one I think is at 7:30 Eastern tonight. She's slacking a little bit. Oh, you moved them. Both of them or just one? Okay. Well, check Rag's shows. She's got at least one. So we got a monkey here. It was one of those little souvenir toys you bought at Storybook Forest in Ligonier. Raid Train tomorrow. Batmom is having one of her rare shows coming up on it's Thursday, huh? So take a second and bookmark her show. And the monkey toy that will keep you entertained for probably 30 or 40 seconds is running. Nice condition. Thank you, Junkie. Of all the things that I had out, the hundreds of items, I did not expect that to be one of the first things that was requested. Batmom is planning a plethora of shows. Okay, you're gonna get this whole tray. There's jewelry bits and pieces and parts and buttons and charms and different findings. Plus, you get all the little plastic containers that they come in. Some mother of pearl buttons, some charms, some stones. Bishy can't carry the phone while she lets her dog pee. I think we'll be okay for 3 minutes. Oh, he has to poop. You need both hands for that? That's weird. So you get the whole tray. You don't get the tray itself. You get all the little containers and all the crap in it. And that is running. Craft supplies or stash boxes or whatever. All these little round ones, they screw off. The caps screw off and they're hard plastic. Thank you, Purple. I promised last week that person came in and asked for buttons and marbles, and I promised them I would list buttons and marbles, and I don't think they came back. More crap. Look at all that. I'm not even going to take any of it out of there. I'm not going to read that, Hazy. So you got new old stock zippers. These look like they're probably from the 70s or something. 60s, 70s, 80s. Lots of older craft supplies and sewing supplies in here. You get the whole bag. It's a gallon size and it's overflowing. And that is running. Well, nobody wants it. And the next thing is another bag like that. Where's it? So this one's got some lace and edging and I don't know, patterns in there. Some butterflies down there, some spools, some embroidery thread, all that stuff. And that's running. Whoops, now it's running. Thank you, Junkie. And the next lot is a whole tray of ribbon. All still on the spools or whatever you call them. I don't care if I say the wrong thing. You can see what it is. You get the whole tray, not the tray, just the ribbon. Most of them look like they're full. And that is running. All that ribbon. Nobody wants that. Got a whole bunch of those trays. Butterfly, I'll take it. All right, the next lot is a little lot of buttons on a card. Cards, plural. Why is that not feeling? There we go. Hey, Ghost. Shirt buttons. I'm guessing the guy in the dress shirt with the bow tie probably doesn't want those buttons on his shirt, but so this is going to make a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flash them up. There's some neat ones, some not so neat ones. Some of the cards are full, some of them are not. That look like a collector made that. Those are all different antique ones. Same with that one. Guess those aren't buttons. But you get the idea. I'm going to run it while I flip through the rest of them. You get that whole tray full of them. That's running 10 seconds. And there are some more bags of junk drawer buttons. Yeah, not the tray. Thank you, Junkie. Um, After the request, there's buttons in those numbered items. If you want me to run them, make sure that they're pretty big because I'm only going to run stuff with pre-bids in that section. Alrighty, this is a lot of Fisher Price Little People stuff. You get 3 little people. These 2 are wood, but she has an injury. That one's plastic. All the furniture and stuff is plastic. It's vintage. It is unwashed. It looks like it needs washed. You get the whole bag for $5. And that is running. There's 3 little people, women in there. Thank you, Susan. More crafting stuff. This is jam packed full. This is a gallon baggie. No, it's coming out the top. I really stuffed it down in there. There's some that's still in the package, like that, and other stuff that's loose. Get the whole bag. That is running. Thank you, Donna. Those are yours. I didn't count these. You're getting that many. These old plastic fridge magnet letters and numbers. They look like they're pretty clean and in pretty nice condition. Bag is included, yes. I won't dump them in a box. That is running. Bishy, I got a shipping complaint last week. Thank you, Junkie. I think it was from the person who won the most fun to package award. Dover didn't like me crunching up a bunch of cardboard or styrofoam for packing material in her box. It sounded like a good idea the way I packaged it, but by the time I was done, it was like a glitter bomb. Do I happen to have any beads? Uh, I don't think this week. Missing a flap. It's going to be missing that one real quick. It's just hanging on there. Diana, cheap plastic camera. There went the lens cap. Nice condition. The original box is a little bit rough, but the camera is nice. Well, that said, it's got a little ding on the bezel around the lens, but pretty nice condition. And that is running. Diana with the original box. Thank you, Scribbles. Scribbles. There was a time when those cameras were worth $100, like in that condition. I've sold a number of those over the years for 100 or more. They are no longer worth that, obviously. The free shipping talk, I didn't rain about it. Now, do you take pictures with them, Scribbles? I haven't looked lately, but I've seen different sites before where people were into that and they take pictures of with different cameras and then they show the results, and it's pretty interesting. I don't know what this is either. It's got Asian letters or words carved into the handles. I don't know what it's for. There's five of them. They're sharp. Clay? I don't know. Might be. Might be for carving fruit. Might be for carving wood. I don't know, but there's a little sharpening stone in there too. I don't know. I can't remember butterfly. Dover's had the had the cardboard or the styrofoam pieces everywhere. So that is running some sort of carving tools. It took like an hour to package, and then by the time I was done, it was like I knew it was a mess, but it was like, what am I gonna do? Take another hour to repack it? I think it made it there safely. Thank you, Scribbles. Yeah, I don't know what kind of carving tools those are. What are you gonna use them for, Scribbles? Carving. All right, I didn't take this out of there. I'm guessing that is a print of some sort. Missing the stand in the back, but it's got the hanger. Neat old shabby pressed wood frame, probably 1920s. That is running. Obviously, the glass is in there. Any vintage what, Richard? Thank you, Scribbles. Any vintage cameras? We just sold one. That was the only camera I have here today. I probably have some on my website before times.shop. Everything on my website is 30% off today. Yeah, no scanning on Sundays until fall. After Labor Day, if you ask me for cameras, I'll walk the whole way across the building and show you cameras. But now you can either just check my website or come back or not. 3 Ouija planchets. Slightly different styles on them too, if you care. But they're missing the thing. See, there's I somebody asked about cameras. I sold one a little bit ago, but I think it was the only camera I had today. I have some on my website, beforetimes.shop, I think. I should have put it in the summer wing one, but they're here today. I don't know what you do with them. You got to make your own diaphragm or whatever those things are called with a little thing, pointy thing in it. I didn't ask. I'm just fulfilling the request. Check my website, Shadrach. Sometimes I have them on Sundays. I do my previews on Fridays. In the fall, I'll pan around, and if somebody requests something like cameras, I can go over and show you what cameras I have. But if I've got good ones, really good ones, they'd be on my website. So you get all 3 of these. It is running 3 different styles. They're all plastic, and they got the feet on them. Thank you, Dover. I do love skiing. It's wonderful. I especially love it after you scan for 10 minutes and people make requests and then they leave before you actually run the stuff and you just wasted 5 minutes pulling the stuff for requests. If you've never been here before, the people that are saying they can't wait until fall for me to scan, they're just saying that because they like to hear me get upset and they like to see me suffer. They don't actually want to scan the shelves. So you're going to get all these tea towels. Look, they need laundered, but they were all folded up when I got them. I didn't unfold them or launder them, but they're embroidered. Show them to you quickly. Try to be quick. Okay, so those are the old embroidered ones. And then you're also going to get that whole stack of, they've got some age to them, but they're more contemporary, like napkins and little tea towels that are like that. They're newer. That is running. I don't know, Ghost. I think they're just sadists that like to see me suffer. They thank you, Maddox. Those are yours. At least the ones that like to make me suffer aren't. They're nice about it. They don't make the request. They just sit back and watch. If you weren't in here the last time I scanned, and judging by the numbers that day, you weren't. I went from about 20 viewers down to, I think, 5. And while I was scanning, and I hardly sold anything. And 3 of those people were my mod, Butterfly, and me. All right. Glad I can keep you entertained, Batmom. This used to be a great Cupid. His head's coming out. His skull is exposed. Old, old, early Cupid. What was horrific? The me ranting or Cupid here? So it's rough. The person that requested them or requested it knew it was rough, and that's why it was requested, probably. So that is running. And thank you, Dover. Dover will probably make something beautiful with them. I don't know. Is Cupid a him or a her? You're right, Rag. I gotta expand my summer wing. I'm gonna put him down somewhere else. I've just been gathering up Halloween stuff. Summerween, I have a Summerween show. I'm in the raid train that Bishy and Wicked Sherry are hosting. I believe it's August 2nd. Oh, that's coming up quicker than I'm gonna have to get stuff ready for that. $13 check. Hmm. Got lots of checks. I can't write fancy though. I don't think I could fake the checks. Focusing issues again. Anyway, it's a hazel engraved or etched napkin ring. Just one. Neat old antique silver plated napkin ring. Thank you, Dover. And on that summer wing train, Rag and Ribbons in it, the Suburban Bish, Liquid Cherry. Who else is in it? Is anybody else here in that train? It's like Halloween in August. Another rough baby doll. Sometimes I do buy dolls that are not rough, but not usually because people want these ones like this more than they want the fancy, nice ones for some reason. It's an old composition too. The sleepy eyes do work. The skin is falling off in places. That is running. Welcome in, not Batman. Man. Thank you, Dover. Batman was already in here. We have not Batman. All right, this little guy, this Philadelphia Eagles nodder, he's got some issues with his neck. He needs surgery. I probably should do that butterfly because they'll probably get stuck on there. It'll grow so big that I can't get them off of the bush. It doesn't matter what the rest of it looks like. All right, he sort of nods, but I don't know. His spring's kind of, you can see what his spring looks like up there. I tried to fix him a little bit. You can fix him better. His vinyl football player nodder bobblehead is running now. Butterfly does not like my bushes. Yes, he's got a neck injury. Thank you, Dawn. And the next one is this Lilo or Stitch. I can't remember from Friday from the preview what you guys said this was, and I didn't look it up. Shave them? It's Disney Santa. It's Stitch Rubber Ducky. You can put it on the dashboard on your Jeep. Thank Dawn. Try not to drop this little guy. I I didn't know they had ducky displays. I try to avoid my post office if possible. I don't know if there was originally a set of these or what, but I think he's a baker. I guess he's got a chef hat on, and I think he's got those are supposed to be wooden spoons in his hand. Huh. What is the purpose of that, Dawn? Do they is it some marketing thing or is the postmaster just into ducks? Yeah, it looks like Snap Crackle or Pop. But he's marked Japan on the bottom. And no damage. He is running. Tiny little guy. Thank you, Rag. Customers give them. Oh no. Who got the sewing kit last week? Bishy, do you remember? Or is Bishy still walking her dog? Well, that was in the bottom of the bag, and I think I said I'll throw it in if I remember. Well, I forgot about it and grabbed whatever the other sewing thing was. So if you won that last week, the sewing kit, tell me, and I'll try to remember to put that in. So we have a Hummel. He's got scissors and some sort of giant dagger in his pocket, apparently. And I think he just clocked that doll with something, candlestick or something in his hand. I don't know. But it's a Goebel, nice condition. And that is running. No chips or anything. Thank you, Ohio. And we've got another one, and this one's a Baker. And it is also in nice condition. No damage or anything. Whoops, almost dropped him. And that one is running. Thank you, Dawn. And I should have saved these for my military show, but I didn't. And you're going to get all three of these rubber soldiers, like World War One era doughboy soldiers. I don't see any markings on them. I'm guessing they're Auburn because they are rubber. They are still flexible, somewhat. But that one has a wood base. So you get all three of them. And that is running. And the three early rubber soldiers. Thank you, Dawn. This Fenton bell, it rings. See, I don't know what pattern it is. It's got the Fenton sticker in it still. But it's one of those ones that's in like an amberina color that kind of glows under black light. I just have a regular black light, but it still glows a little bit in spots where the orange is. But nice condition, no damage or anything. That is running. Thank you, Rag. And next up is a pillow or a pincushion. I don't know which. Very old. It's got embroidered posies on it. Lots of age, lots of wear, staining. I think that originally that was probably connected. And that is running. Don't see any pins in it, but guess you could use it for one. Thank you, Ray. Rag did 3 shows yesterday, and I think Bishy modded all of them. Then he took a nap. If you watched the first show of Rags yesterday morning, and then you watched the last one and you didn't know it was the same person, you probably wouldn't have known just by hearing her voice. Pretty nice condition on this. Ronson Melrose. It's got roses on it. It would probably need to be refurbed before it works, like all old lighters. Silver plated, little bit of surface wear. You could, it would be heavy if you tossed it at somebody. It is running on the or on the table lighter. Thank you, Rag. Oh, when I do long shows, I know I sound completely different by the end of it. And I lots of sellers. You wear down from talking, especially the people that talk a lot. I'm not saying Rag talks a lot, uh, but big difference when somebody does like an all day long show, what they sound like at the beginning and what they sound like at the end. Well, as long as you don't drink so much Mountain Dew Zero that you like start hallucinating in one of your shows. The atomizer bulb is obviously gone. No chips or anything. I think that says Price Imports. It's got some goo on the inside of it. I didn't try to clean it, but that darkness is the perfume on the inside. And that is running. Pink satin glass perfume bottle. Thank you, Rag. And we got 2 boxes of Christmas seals. Tie seals. That's what it says. So you have those Christmas trees and those Christmas trees. There are some in each one. I don't know how many. In the original boxes, you get both of them. And that is running. Buttons, yes, there are buttons. We sold some already. There are some in the pre-listed items. There were some in the preview that weren't requested as well. I do previews every Friday night and then post them to my Facebook page and YouTube. Thank you, Ray. All right, the next next item is this whole lot of bracelets. They're sitting on the hog scraper right now. Kristen Swain uses her hog scraper for as a tape holder. They work good for bangle holders too. It's got elephants on it. Elephants and roses and daisies. Just plain red. Most of these are acrylic or lucite. Probably 1950s to 1980s. It's kind of translucent, pearlized yellow. You're going to get the whole lot. Get that one. That one's kind of a cool one. It's got like a tiger eye look to the lucite. That one's marbled. And you got another one like that. So get all those bracelets, one money, and that is running. Thank you, Rag. Those are yours. The next item is this purse mirror or pocket mirror of some sort. And I think this is a lipstick holder. Yeah. Nothing in there, nice and clean. And it snaps closed like that. Nice condition. And that is running. All the rhinestones are there and all the faux pearls. Thank you, Rag. And another Fenton Bell is next. And this one is not signed Fudd Hubbard like I thought it was during the preview. Apparently it's Frida Hubbard. It's ambering. It also has glowy spots if you hold it under a black light or whatever. Nice Mary Gregory style painting on them. It is signed Frida Hubbard. Does not have the original tag though. And it does ring. That one's running $5. And thank you, Rag. All right, the next lot is a lot of things you put on your head. This is a newer, just made in China polyester tube thing. I don't know what you call them. But there's some scarves. I'm going to turn the camera. That's the pile. That one's made in Italy. It's pretty big. That one's a tie. Got all sorts of crap in here. That one's whatever that is. There's ones with butterflies on it. Should have saved that one for butterfly. Sheer. That's a long one. That one's like a wild animal. That's a long, skinny one. And then we have a paisley one. I'm going to run it. And what I don't get through will be a mystery. And this is, I don't know what you even call these things. This is a long thing. It's got tassels at the end. So it's running on that whole lot. Hankies and scarves. And then you get all those. And that one back there. Thank you, Maddox. And the next item is this little box. I don't think this is super old. When I got this thing was black. And I scrubbed it. There's places you could still scrub it some more, but yeah, it was black. It's wood. Somebody had it hanging in their kitchen. And that is running 10 seconds, $5. A little wooden box. Got a hole so you can hang it on your wall. Folk art style. Thank you, Rag. And there's a giveaway running. It will be for $5 off of any of my future whatnot shows, as well as a $5 coupon code to my website beforetimes.shop, which will be good until the end of the month. I am going to move my computer and my phone across the room and do any pre-bids that have or any pre-listed stuff that has pre-bids. If there's something you want me to run, make sure it has a pre-bid. I'm only going to do the ones that have pre-bids. Scroll down through the auction tab and see if there's anything you want. And feel free to make offers for my buy it now. Still don't see my sign, Bishy. Yeah, it needs like a GPS beacon or something. I assumed it was in the other room with the ephemera stuff, but I looked over there and it wasn't there. So getting the giveaway, I'm gonna pull those items that Bishy has up on the screen right now. Stick that sign out there. All right, welcome in. The requests are done for the day, and I'm going to do the pre-listed stuff that has pre-bids. So take a look down through the pre-listed stuff, and if there's something you want me to run, make sure it has a pre-bid. If it doesn't have a pre-bid, I'm not going to show it. Yeah, feel free to make offers from the buy now. I did add some stuff this week. That moment. I'll bat mom. When you're bitching about me, you can let everybody see. Congratulations to whoever won. I missed it. Batmom says she's gonna rant during her show on Thursday about sellers who make people bid on stuff before they run it or show it. If you want me to show you something, I will show it to you. But I mean, dear God, they're high definition photos. You can get a pretty good idea of whether you want to pay a tenth of retail for the stuff that I have listed. Uh, if you don't want to pay a tenth of retail based on those photos, me showing it to you on my crappy iPhone camera is probably not going to convince you that you want to buy it. Okay, we're going to get started with these. And the first one is 5AC. I'll get it upside down here. Johnny Walker compass. It's like a wristwatch. The band is in nice condition. It works. Made in Japan, nice condition. And that is running. Thanks for the pretty big plum. Thank you, Plum. Where was it?
The windowsill.
Oh, Butterfly found the sign. Thank you, Butterfly. It was in the ephemera room, but it was on the windowsill. The butterfly is awesome. I walked in there twice and looked around and couldn't find it.
You're welcome, Bishy. It gave me a reason to come in. It's freaking off. And I painted myself and my glasses and my phone again.
She's painting plant stands. Ooh, I almost dropped it. All right, this is a cloisonne box, little trinket box pendant. Yes, she is far more awesome than I am. Nice condition. I don't know who made it. It is running. I'm guessing it's probably 30 years old or something. It's not like it's from the 30s or anything. But cute little box.
Very good.
Thank you, Ann Zadok.
Turn the fan off so it don't blow your stuff all over.
No, I turned it off because it's so noisy that
Oh.
okie dokie, dear. She says she's going to the cold room. I don't know what these are. Oh well, I mean they're perfume samples, I assume. Oh no. Where'd it go? I don't think they're poison samples or anything. But they're in glass tubes. I did not break any of them open. There's different colored dots on the end, so I assume they originally probably came with a color coded key as to what flavors or scents or whatever they were. But I don't know how many ever's in there is what you get. It's running. You get that many. We've got like a 3-story building, and there's central air upstairs, and there's one room downstairs that the air blows into, and Butterfly likes going into that room and shutting the door and sitting under the ceiling vent that drops the cold air on her. Thank you, Rag. I hope they smell beautiful. Yeah, 6AX is next. So disappointed nobody offered me tips to taste them. Look how well it glows. Wow. And again, I'm not prepared to give a demonstration of all the things you can shove down in those holes to make it more appealing. Nothing at arm's reach that I can. There's a Sharpie. You can stick your Sharpies in there. like that. So Flower Frog, nice condition, no damage. And that is running. It's beautiful. That closed pretty nice, being that it's daylight out. Thank you, Chip and Sissy. Chip and Sissy are having a show, I believe, this weekend. They have their shows on Saturdays at 4 Eastern time. A lot of times they do ephemera, but sometimes they throw other stuff in there, some antiques or jewelry or something. Butterfly says I'm not allowed to chase things for tips. And all the stuff that I have listed in these pre-listed things that weren't requests, what doesn't sell? Uh, thanks for the purchase, Anna, whatever you bought. Uh, all the unlisted or all the stuff that I don't run or doesn't get bids, I put in my Thanksgiving purge show, which is on Thanksgiving. Uh, if you go to my other auctions and look at that auction, any of that stuff that's in there, if you ever want me to run that anything from that show, just message me before a show and I will clone it into the current show that week. Elgin American. It's got the screen, nice mirror, a little bit of silvering issues up there, but it's not really lost. Pretty nice condition. But look, somebody put price tags on it. I cleaned them off, but the brass oxidized differently. If you polished it, you wouldn't notice, but I'm not going to take the time to polish it. But somebody had a price tag on it probably for decades. But really nice condition, minimal wear, Elgin American Compact. It is running. Thank you, Rag. I can't remember what it was. I repressed it already. One of the local auctioneers, they put a lot number on something that was paper I got last week. I was very annoyed. I pulled the lot sticker off and it ripped the paper. I got an offer. Woohoo! 2 offers. Thanks for the offers, Frugal Noodle and Anna's Attic. I accepted those. And unless they changed it, if you didn't know, you can make offers, bigger offers on a PC than you can on your phone. So if you're ever shopping on a PC during my shows, you can offer more than 20% off or whatever the max is on the app. This one's a max factor. Mirror is in similar condition. It's got a little bit of haziness part of it, you can see there, but there's no real silvering loss. I'm here to sell Butterfly. If they want to make offers during my show uh, for more than 20% off, that's great. The because the stuff sits in the buy now all week in the marketplace. Well, people don't know that. And everything on my site today before times.shop is 30% off as well. You're allergic to blue cheese. Oh, half of my blood is blue cheese, I think. Nice condition, with the exception of that little bit of wear to the mirror, the haziness. That is running max factor, compact, signed on the inside. Thank you, Reg. And thank you, Anna, for that offer. Bishy, I don't know if I told you, I buy blue cheese by the gallon. My neighbor down the road here owns a bakery in town. So she's got access to food service food. And I have her order me gallons of blue cheese. It sickens Butterfly. Yeah, she likes the sugar cookies. All right, this is the next one. Oh, blue cheese and mushrooms. Your allergy is making me hungry, Bitchy. Sounds delicious. You get that whole bag. This is a snack size bag. So it's one of those little square ones, not quite as big as a sandwich bag, but still a ton of marbles in there, over a pound. And they're all that kind with the ribbon inside. And that is running $5, 10 seconds on the whole bag of marbles. Thank you, Maddox. And thank you, Anna, for the offer. Accepted that. And another bag of marbles is up next. And this one has some shooters. There's at least, I think there's at least 3 of them in there. Well, I can, yeah, there's at least 3. At least 3 shooters. So that bag is running. Several shooters in there. Thank you, Maddox. Those are yours too. And thank you, Anna, for that offer. And Anna, if you didn't get through the whole list of stuff and you enjoy shopping for those, after this show is over, I'll clone all the buy now stuff into Wednesday's ephemera show, all the paper. And you can look at it sometime during the week if you want and make offers. But like I said, offer on the computer, and you should be able to do more than 20% off. Let's see if there's any more pre-bids. No pre-bids. So I'm gonna do a few more buyers giveaways, and then we'll rate out to somebody. If you bought something, get in the giveaway. If you didn't buy something, you're not allowed unless you go through that sign up, the form process, or you can buy something. Oh, okay, Anna. Yeah, as far as I know, they still that still is the way it works with the computer. I don't know. There for a while when you listed things, they you could set like a max amount you could accept offers up to, but they don't do that anymore. We can do that, Bishy. Rag and Ribbon will be on tonight at some point. I don't know which show she canceled. Uh, Chip and Sissy will be selling next Saturday at 4. Bishy, when are you selling? Rag is saying screw it. She's not selling anything today. What am I supposed to be doing the talk naughty to us, Bishy? Next Sunday in the afternoon at some point. If you look at the Suburban Bish's other auctions or other shows, I will be doing her podcast. Her and Mr. Bishy do a podcast. They interview whatnot sellers. I'll be doing that next Sunday. And if you're a whatnot seller, I'll check that. Thank you, Anna. Accepted that. If you're a seller on here and want to be interviewed and get a little bit of exposure, or just want to talk to Mr. or Mrs. Bishy, uh, hit them up at thesuburbanbish.com. You can sign up to be a guest on their podcast. Yes, wish Wicked Sherry a happy birthday. Rag and Ribbon is also Rag and Ribbon on Facebook. And if you follow her on Facebook, hey Sherry, happy birthday. If you follow Rag and Ribbon, she's everywhere. IG, TT, guess that's Instagram and TikTok. Give her a follow on Facebook. She does lives outside of whatnot. She does them on Facebook. She has a booth in a store, and her and her buddies at the antique store, they do sales from their booths. And follow me on Facebook. If you're not following me, that's the best way to find my preview videos so you know what I'm selling. And I'll be having longer shows once after Labor Day. Just not too many people right now during the summer. And Green 13 says that it's a myth that the traffic goes down in the summer. If it's a myth, I've been delusional for the past 20 some years when I look at my statistics on all my sites and eBay and all the places I sell where the traffic goes down. But I'm going to go with what I've witnessed and not what Green 13 says. But we'll scan around more and have longer shows where you can do some requests, and we'll dig through some boxes and scan the shelves and stuff later in the fall. So getting the giveaway, I'm gonna pull it. And I will, congratulations, Chip and Sissy. As soon as this show is over, I will message the winners of these giveies the code. And the code for whatnot will be good forever, I guess. Unless they change it. I set it to be good for any of my future shows. It'll be good for $5 off. So basically, you can get something for free at these $5 start shows. And it's good for on my website, beforetimes.shop, for $15 off. And if you use it on Sunday, like today, everything's 30% off on my site. So you can almost get something for free if you pick one of the lower price items. So I'm going to pull this next giveaway in about 10 seconds. And then we'll do one more. And then we're going to raid out to Athena Antiques. See what they're selling. Congratulations, Dawn. You win. All right, one more. And thank you for all the purchases and the buy it now purchases and the offers, guys. And Cat Dance Mom is she sells every Wednesday at at 6, right after me. Actually, I sell before her. She's not after me. I'm before her. Um, if anybody else has any shows you want to advertise, do it real quick. We're gonna rate out here in just a second. Drawing the winner. Frugal Noodle, congratulations, you win. All right, thanks, guys. I will get those codes out. And remember, if you won one of these codes, you got to remember what it is. If I for your whatnot, because I don't keep track of them. They're good forever, but you have to somehow keep track. Don't raise the industry's ratings. All right, who we want to raid to? Bobby Dazzle. Bobby Dazzle. What's Bobby Dazzle selling? We'll go see Bobby Dazzle. All right, here we go. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.